Emergency court hearing today involving the ban on assault weapons in Illinois.
Members of the Chicago Teachers Union want action from Mayor Lori Lightfoot, why they plan to descend on City Hall this morning.
Plus calm and quiet weather-wise, but Tracy's tracking rain and maybe even a little sleet and snow for some folks. It is Wednesday, January 18th.
Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts streaming now.
Good morning to you. I'm Val Warner.
Hey, good to be with you this morning. I'm Terrell Brown. Let's go outside, see how things are looking right now. 37 degrees. It's cloudy.
Yeah.
Another day of it.
You had a question about how do we get through all these gray days?
Yeah. Do you have a good answer?
I was trying to think of a good answer, but it's my mission to come up with something that's going to get us through, Tracy.
Maybe wearing bright colors, like you have that beautiful bright.
And your beautiful orange. We have a Bears colors today.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we sure do. That's because we're so hopeful.
Yes, go team.
Next year.
That's right.
And in 10 years.
I was about to say,
not
that's
that
more
long,
like
Tracy.
it. Yeah.
Well, but the stadium, the new stadium might be, I don't know when the goal is for that, but
yeah, that's a good point.
Thinking way in Ross's lifetime. All right. Well, you know what? In our lifetime today, we are starting off gray. I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but I guess it kind of did. A Futurecast. All right. So this evening is when we start to get some rain into the area. I still think I'm going to use an area from about Marengo, maybe DeKalb up to Waukegan, areas north. Could see a little sleet, snow mix initially. Most of us are going to get rain. Skies are cloudy right now, and we'll have your full forecast coming up. Roz, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this morning has been exceptionally busy for you.
It has. It has. You know, slowly but surely, everybody's getting back into their routine. The holidays are over. The kids are back in school. We're seeing all this volume on the expressways. It's a 35 to 45-minute travel time, so we've had a lot of crashes. I've got two new ones to tell you about in the suburbs. This one's in Bartlett, Route 59 and Stearns, and then a crash in Elgin on Randall, just south of I-90. But take a look at our tollway cameras. The first tollway camera, this is I-88 westbound at Mitchell. They still only have one lane open. This was a deadly crash. This is the northbound tri-state at 75th. It's loosening up because we had a multi-vehicle crash just north of there. All lanes are now open. And Chopper 7 is over the Palos area with a multi-vehicle crash. 3 ambulances just transported some patients. This is 107th Street west of 104th Avenue. It's still closed as they try to clear all the wreckage from this multi-vehicle crash. Tanya and Terrell, back to you.
All right, Ross, thank you. 3 past the hour to our big story this morning. There's an emergency court hearing on an attempt to stop the new Illinois assault weapons law from being enforced.
And 2 lawsuits have been filed against the law, and more legal challenges are expected. Mayor Kawash is live downtown with more on what's happening today. Mayor.
Val, Terrell, good morning. Yeah, there's been plenty of backlash from all across the state for this specific law. Now, in this latest lawsuit, Republican nominee, the former Republican nominee for Illinois Attorney General, is filing it. His name is Tom DeVore, and his big problem with it is the way this law was adopted.
This morning, a lawsuit claiming Illinois' new assault weapons law is unconstitutional will go before a judge in downstate Effingham County. The suit was filed by Tom DeVore, last year's Republican nominee for Illinois Attorney General, on behalf of hundreds of plaintiffs. He's also seeking an immediate temporary restraining order.
At the end of the day, the Illinois legislature wants to pass a law that restricts gun rights, then they need to pass it procedurally appropriate.
DeVore says the lawsuit is not focused on federal gun rights.
Whether a restriction is good, bad, illegal, or not, or violates the Second Amendment, those are for the federal court. And for right now in the state court, to me, these other issues are just as big, dealing with the procedural gamesmanship and the lack of equal protection that's going on right here in Illinois.
The legislation came about after a deadly mass shooting during Highland Park's annual July 4th parade. In another lawsuit filed in downstate Crawford County, Attorney Thomas Magg cites legal precedent.
Firearms of these type that have traditionally been held for lawful purposes simply may not be banned.
This morning, other groups, including the Illinois Rifle Association and the Illinois Gun Rights Alliance, are promising more lawsuits in federal court.
We anticipate getting some kind of injunctive relief very quickly once we file.
Now, Governor Pritzker's office replied to the lawsuit, issuing a statement saying it is confident that the courts will uphold the constitutionality of this law, adding that it makes Illinois a safer place for every resident. That hearing set for 11 o'clock this morning in Effingham County. Terrell?
All right, Mayor Kawash live here downtown. Mayor, thank you so much. Take a look at this getaway. A suspected car thief, I mean, look at this. Running from Chicago police yesterday, jumps onto the hood of the getaway car to make the escape. The white car was found later on at 43rd and Dearborn. There was no one inside. The wild getaway started near Locust and Orleans. Here's more. Surveillance cameras from a nearby business caught it all. A crew was seen trying to steal a Jeep parked along Locust Street on the near north side.
Progress at Orleans and Locust.
Police pulled up and some suspects hopped into a gray Buick parked in front and took off. Others ran down Locust, as seen in this video. One turns the corner onto Orleans with police chasing behind. And then take a look at this. That's when a suspect jumps onto the hood of a white getaway car and demands the driver start going. Police try to stop it. You can see a Chicago police sergeant was hit in the process. He was not hurt. The white getaway car, though, then speeds off down the road with the man still holding on to the hood. Just 20 minutes later, Chicago police say another incident happened involving this same group. The suspects were driving a stolen Infiniti when it slammed into a cargo van, lost control, and hit a lamppost just a few blocks away at Orleans and Erie Streets. They all got away. Something else.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Happening today, members of the Chicago Teachers Union plan to descend on City Hall.
Yeah, they are demanding Mayor Lori Lightfoot fulfill what they say was her promise to increase parental leave. Jessica D'Onofrio was live at City Hall with details on that this morning. Jess?
Val and Terrell, the Chicago Teachers Union will be here at City Hall at around 9 a.m. They plan to go up to the mayor's office on the 5th floor to deliver thousands of petition signatures. They say Mayor Lightfoot is attacking union educators by reversing course on a promise to extend up to 12 weeks of paid parental leave to CTU employees. Currently, they get up to 2 paid weeks. Last fall, the mayor vowed to give all 32,000 city employees 12 weeks starting this month. The CTU says the school district indicated that the same improvement would be extended to CPS employees, but say in late December, the school board reversed that position. Yesterday, outraged union members rallied on the west side.
It is extremely unfair that we are city workers with the requirements of living in the city, a city I love, and paying city taxes, but we are not being given the same parental leave as other city workers.
CPS responding saying, quote, Chicago Public Schools remains committed to exploring an updated parental leave policy, and that work is ongoing. As such, CPS is taking the necessary time to review our policies and engage the union leadership to bargain over how to best support our team members who are new parents. The CTU says they also plan to hold a news conference after they deliver those signatures this morning. Val and Terrell, back to you.
All right, Jess, thank you. This broke overnight. A helicopter has crashed in Ukraine in a suburb of Kyiv. Officials say more than a dozen people have been killed. The dead include Ukraine's interior minister and some children.
No word yet on what caused the crash. The interior minister who was killed was in charge of the Ukrainian police and other emergency services. Media reports said the chopper went down near a kindergarten. Ukraine's First Lady is in Davos, Switzerland right now at the Economic Forum. She was teary-eyed during a period of silence that was held to honor the people killed in this crash. She described it as another very sad day for Ukraine. We're watching this today. A Massachusetts man is expected to be in court on charges he murdered his wife.
Police believe the mother of 3 disappeared on New Year's Day. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest this morning.
For more than 2 weeks, investigators hunting for clues in the disappearance of 39-year-old Anna Walsh, and now her husband Brian Walsh charged with murder, even though police say Anna's body has not been found.
The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant, charging Brian Walsh with the murder of his wife.
Police saying they found a bloody knife in the basement of the couple's Massachusetts home. Prosecutors also saying Walsh lied to investigators, allegedly telling police on the day after his wife disappeared that he left the house to only get a treat for their son, but surveillance footage capturing him at this Home Depot.
Sometime after 4 o'clock, went to the Home Depot. He's on surveillance at that time purchasing about $450 worth of cleaning supplies. That would include mops, bucket, tops, T-Vicks, drop cloths, as well as various kinds of tape.
Walsh, already behind bars, charged with misleading investigators. He's pleaded not guilty. The mother of 3 was last seen by a relative in the early morning hours of New Year's Day. She was supposed to catch a flight to Washington, D.C. for work later that day. Prosecutors say her husband told police Anna took a ride share to the airport at 6 a.m., but investigators believe she never took that ride and never boarded a flight. Authorities launching an exhaustive search after she was reported missing by both her husband and her employer. Walsh will be arraigned on Wednesday. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Early voting gets underway in Chicago on January 26th. That's when the voter super site at 191 North Clark and the polling site at 69 West Washington Street both open. Other early voting locations will open at a later date. There will be early voting hours 7 days a week leading up to the February 28th municipal election.
Speaking of, ABC 7 is hosting a debate this week between all 9 candidates in the race for Chicago mayor. You can watch the whole thing live on Thursday on our digital channel 7.2 and on our streaming platform starting at 7 p.m. The 90-minute debate will then air here on ABC 7 Sunday night at 10:30.
Chicagoans have until midnight to nominate a poet in the city's first laureate program. It is aimed to increase awareness of Chicago's historic contributions to the literary arts while celebrating and honoring the efforts of Chicago's working artists. The public can submit nominees, including themselves. A winner will be appointed this spring to serve in the role for 2 years, and there's a $50,000 grant.
Go ahead, bust the flow.
No,
Hit
actually,
it, poet.
It's Roz.
Oh, Roz is?
Roz,
Oh, that's
yes.
right. Tracy
So
is too.
Tracy is
Oh,
too. Hidden talents right here in our studio.
All right,
we might have to dive into that in the 7:30 half an hour.
That would be really good, yeah. Your live and local news just getting started this morning, streaming out loud. Coming up, gas companies are asking for historic rate increases. The I-Team is investigating how the price hike could affect your heating bill. That's on the way.
But first, Tracy will be back with your full AccuWeather forecast. Rain for most of the area, but snow for some today. Her weather outlook coming up next. Welcome back. If you're flying west this morning, double check your flight. Denver, for example, is expected to get up to a foot of snow from a storm underway right now. And the storm that hit California is moving across the country. Drenching rain fell in the southern part of the state, while heavy snow fell in the higher elevation up north. Some of us have a little snow in store, and our mild winter weather continues. Tracy, you just keep like on a repeat forecast, huh?
Yeah, it really is. And this is a recording. I'm actually at home knitting. Yeah, right. Now, if I were home, I'd probably still be asleep. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I am here live in person, I swear. Cloudy skies, winds are going to pick up a bit here today, too. And we do anticipate some rain by evening. However, there is going to be a line, probably from maybe DeKalb to Crystal Lake to Waukegan. North of that line, we may initially start with a period of sleet and some snow. Now tomorrow, also afternoon, and then wrapping up in the evening, we're looking at rain returning as well as some snow showers too. Weekend just looks cloudy and cold with some snow showers here on Sunday. But today, here's the timeline. You see how the rain chances increase through the evening hours, overnight tonight. For everybody on the morning shift tomorrow morning, we most likely will be driving through some very wet conditions. Skies are cloudy around the area now. We do not have any winter alerts as they do back in Iowa and across northern Wisconsin. But it is possible you could get a little setup of some snow accumulation, especially near the Wisconsin line, between what you get tonight and then what you get tomorrow evening. All total. Ross?
We are looking at some rather high travel times, about 45-minute average heading into the city. We've got a new crash on the outbound Ike. 4 cars just past Harlem Avenue. So we've got IDOT heading in that direction. It's really slowing things down on the inbound side. And then these tollway situations. The northbound tri-state, the crash is off on the shoulder near 75th, but the log jam goes way back to 115th. In fact, your travel time between I-57 and I-55 is upwards of 55 minutes. And then, of course, we've got this deadly crash that occurred earlier this morning on westbound 88 at Mitchell Road. That's where Chopper 7 is. They went back to the scene. We've got a little bit more daylight. So the investigation has 2 out of the 3 westbound lanes closed. They're waiting for major accidents to arrive on the scene. They've been dealing with this since 3:30 this morning. And not only is it causing a delay outbound from before Farnsworth, it's causing a delay inbound, a gaper's delay eastbound from the Fox River. But you see the car there in the ditch. There's so much damage done to that vehicle. So it was involving that car and a truck, and at least 1 person did die in this crash. So they're going to be out there for a while, Val and Terrell. Unfortunately, a lot of traffic and a lot of issues out there today.
Yeah, busy morning for you, Russ. Thank you. Well, the I-Team is investigating higher gas rates in Illinois as Americans continue to fight inflation. Gas companies say the proposed hikes are needed to provide reliable service. One utility claims that despite the rate increase, your overall bill won't go up. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles explains.
People's Gas is planning a $12 monthly increase on bills beginning next year. But the company says your overall bill should not go up because the price of natural gas is going down. One consumer watchdog group questions that, and struggling consumers are on edge. Lori Armadas' most recent gas bill was $255. The former paramedic, now on medical disability, gets help paying her bills through state programs here at the Northwest Center.
I actually figured out my budget for next month, and the lump sum is mainly for the gas bill.
Now, gas companies are requesting historic increases with the state. That means next year there could be a $12 increase each month for People's Gas customers, $9 more a month for Nicor customers. Both companies say rate hikes are needed for maintenance costs and investments in continued reliable infrastructure. People's Gas claims despite the rate increase, your overall bill should not change.
The part that accounts for the cost of the actual natural gas customers use, that cost is expected to go down based on the falling global natural gas prices. So the net result is that the typical customer is expected to see little to no impact on their total bill.
The consumer watchdog group PERG says the projection of natural gas costs for 2024 and beyond is not guaranteed.
It's really a misdirection to get people to not focus on the fact that they're proposing to raise your rates.
Nobody really knows if those gas prices are going to be lower.
The continuing decline of natural gas prices, as you said, are not guaranteed. That said, the gas cost forecast is based on the best available information from expert analysts.
And then I'm worried about 2025. What's going to happen then?
People's Gas adds that the rate increase is also necessary to help continue to pay for its system modernization program, and that a state-approved $15 surcharge on your bill for that program will be going away. Nicor says even with the proposed request, Nicor Gas's distribution rates will remain among the lowest of any major natural gas utility in Illinois. And this rate increase is necessary to run our business due to inflation and rising global impacts that continue to affect our operating and maintenance costs. Other Illinois gas providers are also asking for the state to approve increases. Remember, all gas companies have programs which offer assistance to those who qualify. There are also state, county, and city programs which can help you pay your bill. So if you are behind, do not ignore it. You can set up a payment plan to keep your heat on. Jason Knowles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And thank you. Still to stream this morning, recognition for Chicago's fire commissioner. An awards breakfast in about an hour will honor the pioneering career of Annette Nance Holt. Her honor ahead.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Welcome back. Northwestern University has postponed today's basketball game in Iowa because of COVID-19 protocols. The school did not release any more details. Officials say they are working to reschedule.
An awards breakfast will honor the career of Chicago Fire Commissioner Annette Nance Holt. Holt will receive the Excellence in Public Service Award from the Motorola Solutions Foundation. The award recognizes extraordinary work by non-elected government employees in Illinois. The breakfast is sponsored by the Civic Federation, starts at 8:30 this morning, about an hour from now, at the Fairmont Chicago. And Evelyn Holmes, our very own, will deliver the welcoming remarks. That's great.
Congratulations to her. And right now, we're going to join our Good Morning America viewers. Tanya Babbage will have a news update on TV in just a bit. You'll see it here, too.
Now, an update from ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning at 7:23. I'm Tanya Babbage. One of the lawsuits claiming Illinois' new assault weapons law is unconstitutional will go before a judge in downstate Effingham County this morning. The suit was filed by Tom DeVore, last year's Republican nominee for Illinois Attorney General, on behalf of hundreds of plaintiffs. He is also seeking an immediate temporary restraining order. Governor Pritzker says he's confident the courts will uphold the constitutionality of the law. Let's get a check of our ABC 7 AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Hi there, Tanya. Good morning, everybody. We are starting off with dry conditions around Chicago right now. But as we get into the evening hours today, rain is going to overspread the area. For those of you far north and northwest suburbs, very possible you could see your precipitation start maybe with some sleet and kind of a slushy snow mix coming your way. Right now, the precipitation is a ways away, so we don't have to contend with that for our morning commute. Temperatures right now are in the 30s. At best, we top out right around 40 degrees today. Underneath, of course, a lot of cloud cover. Roz, traffic after this.
Now's the time for a healthy start. So let's move. Let's rest and recharge. And put our health first. Let's be well. To do that, let's eat well. Breathe deep. Find joy in the little moments. And do what we love with who we love. Together, let's live well. Advocate Aurora Health.
Welcome back, everybody, to a very busy rush hour. 50 minutes, that's going to be the average inbound trip. We had a crash outbound on the Ike at Harlem. We've got one reported outbound on the Ryan at 87th. And as far as the tollways, we have a deadly crash investigation westbound on I-88 at Mitchell Road. Delays in both directions. Chopper 7 is over the area. Now, this has been going on since 3:30 this morning. You see the car off in the ditch there. It rear-ended a semi. We've got a huge Gapers delay inbound that starts at Randall Road. The outbound delay is pretty much the same. It's very solid from before Farnsworth to Mitchell, but look at that inbound trip on I-88. We're looking at miles of
Hey everybody, welcome back. Live look outside, cloudy out there right now. Got some rain to talk about, not right now, but it is coming a little bit later on. Tracy will have that in the forecast in a bit. But first, though, let's dance.
Let's dance. Let's do this. This will definitely brighten up your great day, whether it's a new job, a graduation, birthday, vacation, or you just like to dance. This morning, we're featuring one of your dancing videos.
Yep, so here's what we got today. A sister duo from Chicago. Here's Juliana and Laurel. Take a look. Whoa!
They are great.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
The shoulders and the hips.
I like that one.
I like the whole thing.
I love
but
the whole thing.
it's that shoulder.
It's where the knee
yeah,
goes.
right here, right here, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Boom! You get it, ladies. So Juliana tells us that they love to dance. They're going to continue practicing K-pop choreography now going forward. That ain't K-pop though, is it?
I'm not sure, but you don't need much practice because you look good doing what you're doing.
You ain't lying.
And we want to see more videos just like that. Grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and then upload your
video. Yep, make sure that music's playing in the background. Everything else you need to know is right there. And if your video's picked, you can dance it up right here, like Laurel and Juliana, who killed it.
Yeah, they
on
did.
Our morning show.
All right, coming up this morning, Ghost. Remember that, the movie? Well, it might be coming back to life. I know.
Lord.
Save it.
And find out which actor says he might play Patrick Swayze in a remake of the 1990 box office smash. It's right after this.
You're watching ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7, streaming live now.
Taking a look at the morning's top stories. One of the lawsuits claiming Illinois' new assault weapons law is unconstitutional will go before a judge in downstate Effingham County today. The suit was filed by Tom DeVore, last year's Republican nominee for Illinois Attorney General, on behalf of hundreds of plaintiffs. He's also seeking an immediate temporary restraining order. Governor Pritzker says he's confident the courts will uphold the constitutionality of the law.
Members of the Chicago Teachers Union plan to descend on City Hall this morning. They plan to go up to Mayor Lightfoot's office on the 5th floor to deliver thousands of petition signatures. The CTU is demanding the mayor fulfill what they say was her promise to increase parental leave for the teachers.
A strike at UIC is now in its second day. There's still no agreement on a contract between union faculty members and the administration, although negotiations are scheduled to continue today. Bottom of the hour on the couch. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Terrell Brown.
And I'm Val Warner. Good to be with you all this morning. We're going to take you outside. You may not want to look at it because it's another gray day. But hey, right now we're pretty dry. Right, Tracy?
We are, and we are going to be dry for our morning commute. Temperatures right now are in the 30s. The winds are not even that strong right now that we're concerned about colder wind chills. But light breeze, 37 at O'Hare, Midway, Gary, Waukegan, 37 also in Joliet. As the day progresses, well, the clouds stay pretty thick, and our rain chances are going to be increasing throughout the evening hours. I'm using kind of a DeKalb to Crystal Lake to Waukegan line. Anybody north of that, this evening you may start with a little sleet, slushy snow mix coming your way this evening. As for tomorrow, I do think we're still going to have a little bit of drizzle in the morning, but more likely tomorrow afternoon, some additional rain. Roz?
We are looking at a very busy rush hour. We've got a couple of new suburban crashes out in DuPage County to tell you about in Willow Springs, 79th Street at Willow Springs Road. We also have a crash that just happened in Woodridge, 75th and Janes Avenue. Big picture, we're looking at 50 to 55-minute travel times, and we still have this crash investigation, a deadly crash westbound on I-88 at Mitchell Road. We can see it on our tollway camera that they still have 2 out of the 3 lanes blocked with the ongoing investigation, and it is causing not only a delay for westbound traffic, but a huge gapers delay for eastbound traffic that starts at Randall Road. So we're talking several miles, Val and Terrell.
Roz, wow, you've been busy. Take a break and come on over.
Come on over here, yeah.
Yeah, so we can get to today's talkers.
So we're going to start with another possible movie remake.
Just read it.
So all right, so Ghost.
Read it.
So I don't, because it's like, all right, anyway. So Ghost, starring the late Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg, and Demi Moore. I mean, classic, iconic. Went on to be the highest grossing film of the year. And now, Channing Tatum has told Vanity Fair that his production company is trying for a remake with him playing Swayze's role.
How are they going to remake it, though?
It's a terrible idea. Like, first of all, I mean, are there not enough people in Hollywood, brilliant minds, that just come up with
something new?
Something new, right? This is just, if you want to see a remake of this, go back and watch this movie.
Yeah.
That you can't do this any better. I watch this now, just looking at this on a screen.
Right, it gives you chills a little bit.
Oh my God, it felt so real, so genuine, so authentic. And then for him to just waltz out there with his Magic Mike self and talk about remaking a classic.
Now, don't be hating on
I'm not hating on Magic Mike.
hating there, Rose.
No.
I'm not even hating on Channing. I'm just saying, come on, man.
You like with your Magic Mike self. How did that get in there with your Magic Mike self? We ain't even got to talk about Magic Mike, but we can.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh, I feel very strongly about it.
What do you think?
This was my husband and I's first movie we went together.
Your first date.
Our first movie we saw together. So absolutely not. No way. I do not want a remake.
Yeah. I just don't know how would they do it?
I have no idea. I'm with you guys. I mean, leave well enough alone.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch the original.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. And then who would play his co-star in that? I mean,
I don't know.
It would have to be somebody Demi Moore-ish.
Her daughter.
You know what?
That's actually a really good idea. Yeah. It's not a bad idea at all.
Who would play her?
Val Warner.
No.
Blink, right. Got to get you a spotlight.
This is when you get the close-up.
Do you do ceramics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah.
No, well, I don't know. I think that they just got to cut it out with the remakes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know that everything needs to be remade.
No, not everything does.
Especially that.
But I do like Channing Tatum.
Yeah, no, nothing against him.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
think
we
he's
like
great.
him. And he needs to stop making those Magic Mike movies while we're at it. He can just leave that well enough alone, too, because the other ones were not as good as the first
one. That's another thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like his appeal is get you all hot and bothered, which is a very different appeal for a movie like Ghost, you know?
Yeah.
But
well, maybe
see.
he's matured and grown
right,
out of
he's
that.
trying
maybe
to get
he's
out of the...
toning it down. You're not buying that?
Yeah.
Not at all. All right. Now to a story about a restaurant chain and the response to TikTok hacks. This is where customers ask for off-menu orders that have gone viral as hacks that they've seen on social media. But guess what? One Waffle House location is not having it. Someone posted video of a Waffle House which had a sign at the register that said, "Order from the menu. We are not making anything you saw on TikTok."
Wow.
It was a handwritten sign, so it doesn't sound like it's a corporate rule yet. Waffle House hasn't commented. Now, it is unclear if this was spurred. Wait, what does that say? What did it just say?
Spurred by anything specific.
Yeah, spurred by anything specific. Well, the latest Waffle House hack involves the creation of a giant waffle cheeseburger.
That kind of sounds good.
Does to you?
Kinda, a little bit.
I don't like when we have burgers or sandwiches with sweet substitutes for the bread.
So
I don't either. Like the things with donuts.
Like a donut.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't
I've
really
never,
care for that.
but I like them individually.
Right,
but I
right,
don't
but
want them
together.
together.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I feel that too.
Yeah.
But Waffle House, they'd be throwing it down. It is some really good food. Yeah.
There's no Waffle House in Chicago, right?
Don't think so.
It's a southern,
Illinois, but
it's a southern
it's,
thing.
you have to go down,
down south.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Those hash browns.
Well, I don't know, you guys. We might want to
field trip.
Get us a little. Well, no, I was thinking bigger than that. I'm thinking big in 2023, Tracy.
We're gonna take the whole show.
Where are we going?
Nope. I'm going somewhere with this. Let's get a chain and bring it to Chicago.
Ooh.
The 4 homeowners.
Yes. A franchise.
Yep. Pool our money.
Yes.
Let's see. Lot of money, lot of money, lot of money, little money.
Oh, please. Yeah, right.
No. I'm kidding. Equal parts.
I love that idea.
We could sell it right out of this building too. We get all of our business right here. Like I'd go, you'd go, you'd go.
Do you guys know? Do they have chicken and waffles on their menu?
Do they have chicken? That's a good question.
They would have to, right?
Well, if they
Nick
don't,
says no.
Yeah.
Nick says they do not.
okay. If they don't, then
ours will.
Ours will.
Ours will.
Yep, I like that.
All right, now to a viral video out of Iowa.
Yep, this video shows a reel of Iowa's State Fair husband call-in contest. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me? You get yourself in here right now. Come on. You know you're going to be late again, and you know that I want to get there on time. Roy! Roy, 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 Roy!
And I wonder what Roy does when he hears that.
Clearly nothing. Clearly he just ignores her. Thus the pitch goes up even higher. He's not even thinking about her. He's like, oh, here she goes again.
Yep, let me grab my gun. Now, so that's the that's the fair's husband calling contest. It's all the rage on TikTok. So this is from 2017. So look, this is from 2017, and it's been viewed 17 million times.
Are they still alive? 2017.
Together?
Yeah.
Together and alive.
Right. So the woman that you heard was calling Roy, of course. She took home the win and the prize, $5,000.
No, $5.
Oh, $5.
That's not a typo.
Oops.
$5.
Yeah, that was $5. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it was wishful thinking to get $5.
Like, that would have made it worth it. But all that for $5?
Yeah, no.
And contestants also get a blue ribbon. All right, so I want to hear it. Tracy, Roz, Val.
Roz, I bet you Roz's is good.
Honey,
you can't say it on TV.
I want to stay married. Not doing it. Not doing it.
Tracy?
Oh, God.
Is it Mike or Michael?
Michael.
So it's Michael when you make business.
Michael.
Oh,
absolutely.
Is it ever Mike?
You know what's weird? All women call him Michael, and most guys call him Mike.
Isn't that interesting?
Magic Mike.
You? All right, so all hell's breaking loose. He's downstairs, you're upstairs.
Well, here's the situation we live in a townhouse.
Yeah.
So there's 3 levels and lots of steps. You'd think I'd be in incredible shape just from getting up and down the steps. I digress. But if somebody's on the 3rd floor and they're trying to communicate with somebody on the lower level, it sounds like you're upset when you're calling their name, but you just want them to like
hear you.
Yeah, like when I'm trying to call for
your purse,
dinner,
or
I got the keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have anything as good as that.
No.
Roy!
I'm glad we don't have anything as good as that.
we would not be married.
Yeah, right.
True.
Follow up to see if she's still married.
There's a Roy, where Roy is. Eyewitness News streaming out loud. We'll take a quick break. We're back in 90 seconds. Hang on.
Good morning. All nice and quiet out there for us this morning. Temperatures in their 30s really haven't moved much at all this morning, and they're really not going to. We'll at best top out right around 40 degrees here today. It is going to get a little bit more windy through the day, and it is going to get wet. And I anticipate our rain chances increasing, especially through the evening hours here today. And for some of you across some of the far northern suburbs, you're likely to see maybe a little slushy mix with some sleet and some snow. As for tomorrow, so tomorrow morning's commute, I think we will have just a tiny bit of drizzle. But tomorrow afternoon, the rain chances increase once again, and possibly ending as a period of snow here tomorrow evening. The weekend, as of right now, it just looks gray and it looks cold, and I am watching for some snow showers here on Sunday. Roz?
We are looking at some really high travel times, 55 minutes to an hour 10. We also still have lingering delays northbound on the tri-state approaching the Stevenson. We had a much earlier crash just before there at 75th Street. We've got a couple of new crashes to tell you about, and this one we told you about last time, Willow Springs at 79th and Willow Springs Road. It involves a rollover vehicle, so they're going to be dealing with that for a while. This is new. This crash is on Farnsworth, just south of I-88, but you see those delays on 88? That is because of the ongoing investigation to this deadly crash on 88 westbound at Mitchell. The delays westbound start at Farnsworth. Take a look at the tollway camera. They still have 2 out of the 3 lanes blocked. The eastbound delay, that's the headlights coming at you. That actually starts way back before Randall Road. Val and Terrell.
Okay, Ross, thank you so much. Busy morning. It's something Titanic fans have debated for years. Did Rose sink Jack's chances for survival by being the only occupant on that piece of floating debris?
Well, now there's a new forensic reenactment of the so-called door scene. Jeannie Mose reports it's part of a documentary that will release next month.
Take a deep breath when I say it's the unsinking of the Titanic. Time to coincide with the movie's 25th anniversary. The film's director is trying to finally slam the door. on that age-old question about the door.
Jack!
Did Rose hog it when Jack could have fit? Room on that door for a family of 4, argue critics, adding pooches to prove the point. But now Nat Geo presents a scientific reenactment. Jack! Using stunt doubles plastered with sensors floundering in cold water, this is the teaser, they consulted an expert on hypothermia. Within 8 minutes, Jack would have been unconscious in that position. And by the way, director James Cameron told reporters it's technically not a door. It's a piece of paneling from the first-class lounge. Yeah, well, whatever it was, it's been put to the test before.
I think Jack's death was needless.
Mythbusters determined that if only they'd tied Rose's life jacket underneath the wood, the additional buoyancy could have supported them both. But director Cameron was unmoved.
He has to die. The dude's going down.
Cameron compares it to Romeo and Juliet.
In the famous line, you say, "I'll never let you go, Jack."
I'll never let go. I promise.
But you do.
I lied.
This is one movie controversy that just won't sink. Colbert and Kate Winslet,
Come on, darling, there's room for 2.
have already done their own reenactment, and no lifeboats were needed. All hands on desk. Yes! Genimos, New York.
What a trooper Kate Winslet is for reenacting
that. Oh, I know.
Funny.
Yeah, it sure was. Man, I thought the same thing, though.
Like, why didn't he get up
Can
there?
he get on that door?
Yeah, but James Cameron said he gotta go.
Nope,
Gotta die.
So do we. We'll take a break. We're back after this.
Welcome back now to what's buzzing in Hollywood.
Yeah, from Madonna playing all her old material girl to news about the Avatar sequel. ABC's Jason Nathanson is diving in deeper into what's going on in Hollywood this morning.
Any day now, the Avatar sequel, The Way of Water, will cross the $2 billion mark at the global box office. A huge number, and one that even writer-director James Cameron says he wasn't sure would happen, after the first film became the highest-grossing movie of all time.
Can lightning strike twice? Are the fans still going to be there? We knew it was going to be a long wait because we were building a whole technology pipeline and everything, and we then shooting these movies back to back, so it was a long ramp-up. But it seems to have paid off, you know.
He was speaking on the red carpet at the Critics' Choice Awards earlier this week. Avatar is distributed by Disney, the parent company of ABC News.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
It's a heroic week for the Taylor Swift song Anti-Hero. The single off her recent album Midnights is #1 once again on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. It's 8th week on top, making it the longest-running chart topper of Taylor Swift's career. 2014's Blank Space was the previous champ with 7 weeks at #1. Overall, Swift has had 9 #1s in her career, starting with We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together in 2012. Madonna will be playing all her old material, Girl, in her upcoming tour. The just-announced Celebration Tour will feature the legendary singer and performer doing 4 decades worth of her hits. It kicks off in July in North America and wraps up in Amsterdam in December. Pre-sale tickets being sold now. General public starts Friday. And happy birthday to Kevin Costner. The Yellowstone star is 68 today, while How I Met Your Mother's Jason Segel is 43. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Okay,
All right.
Costner.
Yeah, I know.
Bodyguard.
Yeah, I know. I will always think of him when I hear his name in that movie.
Right?
Always, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that was another one. Another great one. Ghost, Bodyguard, some good classics.
Do not try to remake that.
They couldn't.
Yeah.
Not with Whitney gone, they couldn't.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, and we want to mention that Madonna will take the stage this summer in Chicago. The Celebration Tour includes a concert August 9th at the United Center. Madonna will also perform in several other U.S. cities before taking her tour of hit songs to Europe through the fall. Tickets go on sale this Friday, January 20th. She has aged really well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if she has some work.
No, well, I mean...
yeah, probably.
You know, doesn't
Yeah.
everybody, though? It seems like it these days.
It's true.
You know, if you
Make my
can, then
appointment.
why not? Right, exactly. Are you saying if I need it and I can get it done, hell, I'm going to get it done too. Hey, but you know what the thing about Madonna, and when I think of her in a show and a concert, is waiting hours for her to get up on that stage.
Oh,
that happened over at the Chicago Theater. Yeah, I think the show started at 8. I think she got up on
You
stage
know
at
what?
like 10.
You are absolutely right. It was outrageous
It was
the
crazy.
weight that she made everybody go through. I do remember that.
So we'll see how this one
Don't
goes.
do us like that again,
That's
Madonna.
right. Yep. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
So before we get out of here, the White House rolled out the welcome mat for the NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. You got a sharp look at him.
Yeah.
Steph Curry gave President Biden...
I like Steph with hair.
I like him with hair, and he also looks good in a suit, too.
Yeah.
All of them do. That's, of course, the president and first lady right there. They got jerseys, and Steph said that he hopes that one of them end up on the Oval Office wall. Here's his message to the country.
For us to be here, to find the common synergies within what we do on the court and what we represent, and when it comes to providing hope, inspiration, belief to everybody that watches us play. That's what you do in your roles leading our country, and to continue to do exactly what you said, do things together, continue to preach that message. That's what we're all about.
Very nice. Curry not only thanked the president for hosting the team, but also expressed gratitude for bringing WNBA star Brittany Griner home. President Biden highlighted the team's work off the court, including speaking out against racism and fighting gun violence.
Yeah. Steph Curry was just in town playing the Bulls on Sunday.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and a friend of ours had courtside seats, and Steph Curry walked by. Is this video?
Yeah.
Walks by, and everybody loves Steph Curry. No matter where he goes, even though we're Bulls fans, and they wanted him to sign Steph, he walks back and takes time out to sign all these kids'
Get outta
jerseys,
here.
autographed. Yeah, we were just talking about how celebrities and how they can either make a difference in our impression of them or not. I thought that was so nice that he took the time to do that.
That is amazing. Makes me love that guy even more.
Right.
It's awesome. Tanya Bad's going to have a news update here. You'll see it in just a second during GMA.
All right, we're going to hear from them all in a moment. But
Now, an update from ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It's 7:56. I'm Tanya Babbage. Lawyers for R. Kelly will be back in a Chicago courtroom today asking a judge to dismiss state charges involving various counts of sexual abuse against the disgraced singer. Kelly was charged locally in 2019 for allegedly assaulting 3 underage girls and 1 adult woman. He is currently serving a 30-year sentence in federal prison in New York for other crimes. Stay with us. We'll check on weather and traffic up next.
Good morning to you. It is dry around the area right now, but I do want you to be prepared for rain. This rain could be heavy at times this evening, and for some of you, especially across some of the far northern suburbs this evening, you may start out with a period of slushy sleet snow mix. Temperatures right now are basically in the 30s, and at best today will top out around 40 degrees. It will remain a gray day today. Tomorrow we also have some occasional rain and snow showers in the forecast. Cloudy skies in the forecast throughout the 7-day. Ross?
We're looking at travel times 55 minutes to an hour 10. We still have long delays northbound on the tri-state from an earlier crash at 75th. That means a lot of folks are taking northbound 355 to avoid that. And we've got new crashes outbound on the Dan Ryan at 79th. 2 lanes are blocked. We're still seeing delays in the Palos area. A crash with closures. Westbound I-80 approaching 355. We have a new crash. But in Palos, 107th remains closed at 104th Avenue because of a bad crash there. Take a look at the tollway camera. I-88 westbound at Mitchell. Deadly crash investigation still causing delays.